Welcome to St. Michael's House. My name is Vicki Packlap. I'm the police counselor with the Des Plaines Police Department, but people just call me Miss Vicki. Today we're going to be talking with John Pluta about this amazing painting that he and his lovely wife had commissioned especially for St. Michael's House. Now, St. Michael's House opened on July 29th, 2019, and John presented this painting to Holy Family on the day of the dedication and blessing of St. Michael's House. So today he's with us. He's going to explain to us the inspiration behind the painting and what it all means. So John, come on over. Everybody, this is John Pluta. He is the Director of Emergency Management for the City of Des Plaines.
Good afternoon, Miss Vicki.
Hi. Tell us about this painting.
Well, this painting came about after being with you and Chief Kushner over the last 3 years on St. Michael's House and what it means, and coming from a Catholic background, knowing what St. Michael means to the police officers, we felt that, what can we show the people that come here, the officers, the family, what St. Michael's means to them. So out of that, Chief and I talked about having a painting about St. Michael's House and what it meant. Chief and I had a concept. We had a painter come through. We started talking to my wife, grandchildren, other officers, and just some lay people on what St. Michael's meant to them, and our vision and what other visions turn out to be what from different faiths, backgrounds, what St. Michael's would mean to them when they came here. And the painting was redone. So some of the things that were been put in late into it was a concept of what everybody thought, and this is a painting to help everybody understand what St. Michael's in and what it means to them as they look at this picture. So some of the things that we have talked about with since it's been presented and going through this process is we talked about St. Michael's, St. Michael the Archangel, and for different religious and backgrounds means a lot of things. So the St. Michael wings was all white at one time, and then somebody said, well, let's do the blue line, which means the blue line. So we have some interpretation of the blue line for police officers, and St. Michael's is the patron of all police officers. And St. Michael's is for people who are in need, officers who are in trouble. So we have some blackness in here for the dark days. And out of that, we said, well, how do we bring them to understand what there are hopes? And candles. Candles are always lit for hope prayers. It also shows the light pointing up to St. Michael's. There's hope. However, there's one little flame there. And in the program, there's always somebody teetering. The colors of the candles can mean whatever they mean. The colors of the officers, their religious background colors, their ethnic background, whatever they come from. Also with that, we have the two officers, okay? Whatever branch they come from, federal, state, local. So this is a meaning to somebody who comes here, what it means to them, so they can carry on. And my granddaughter, who was instrumental in helping with this, who was 10 at the time, labeled this the picture of hope.
Oh, nice.
So this is a picture of hope. So we hope that this painting will bring somebody and their families what this program means to them. And these are some of the ideas that were brought into this painting and other people's idea on what St. Michael's means to them. So through the years, I hope all the present, past, and future officers and families will look at this picture and take it back with them and say, hey, there is hope for us. And that's why we came up with this idea from everybody. So,
And this is very personal to you because you were a police officer for many years.
yes, I'm a retired officer, and now I work at the Des Plaines Police Department, so I understand the tribulations of what officers go through. 45 years in public safety, so just like Chief Kushner, ain't nothing we haven't seen yet. So, and the vision of Chief Kushner and Miss Vicki to bringing this, and Holy Family, Hope for Officers. I could tell you over my 45 years, we always thought about this. I know Chief Cushner's had thought about this, Ms. Vicky, and everybody who has come together. And God willing, this will be on for another 100 years. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much, John, and thank you all for watching. And when you have an opportunity, go ahead and check out the website for St. Michael's House. I think you'll like what you see.